Have you ever borrowed books from others?
Well, yes, of course, I did borrow books from others, especially from my friends, because sometimes I just curious about what they are reading. So I asked them to borrow their books so that I can uh, read it because basically my friend just into some novels and I feel and like we have the same hobbies as others so that we sometimes just like borrow books from others, so that's why.
Do you like crowded places?
Well, not really, because crowded places are so noisy to me, and I kinda of a person that love quiet places more than crowded places. I mean, because I like to immerse myself in my own world instead of in the real world. So yeah, I don't really like some noise around me. I just want so quiet place so that I can do whatever I want.
Do you prefer to communicate face to face or via social media?
Well, it depends on whether that friend is who I can meet outside or not. Basically, I just love to communicate face to face because I feel like it's directly communicate with each other so that it is easier to express our feelings, our emotions, our words to them, and I feel more comfortable when I communicate face to face. But um, via social media, it's just applied to a case that I can't meet them outside because they're too far away from me, and we just texting, not calling, not even calling. So yeah, I think that it depends, but I would like to communicate face to face than via social media.
What are the advantages of working with old people?
Well, I think that although old people are stricter and they have kind of different perspective from me, I still believe that I benefit from them. For example, they have lots of experiences, and because of their rigor, I can develop myself to a better version because sometimes because they are stricter, so that I can be more carefully in what I'm doing. I can also um, maybe understand how to work with old people because that we have quite a different perspective, so that it will be better if I understand how to work with old people, and um, because of that I can also understand how to work with young people, how to work with different types of people in life. Yeah.
Why are some places suitable for meeting while others are not? In my opinion, some places are suitable for meeting while others are not, simply because, first of all, the that places are not serious enough for meeting. I just like, for example, bar. Of course, it's not suitable for meeting, right? Or um, I'd say some places like maybe at home, at like someone home, because home is some kinds of like cozy place, and I think that is not enough. I mean, not serious enough to hold a meeting there. Whereas the place that suitable for meeting should
be some kind of places that, first of all, is quiet. Second of all, is it is cozy enough, but it's still serious enough so that everyone can, pay attention to what the CEO is saying and else. So yeah. Describe the time when you first talked in a foreign language. When it comes to the time that I'm first talked in a foreign language, the first event that springs to my mind is when I first talked in Chinese. Well, I've been introduced a game called Mini Royal, and it's much like a poetry game, which means it allowed us to play together. And firstly, it's just published in Vietnam and hadn't broadened yet, so I still spoke in Vietnamese. But when the developers decided to broaden it, more Taiwanese and Chinese joined in and they played. And then I realized that sometimes I need to talk to them to inform the opponents information, like where they were at that moment. So I decided to learn more Chinese words just in case I need to inform them about what I've told you before. So that's the first time I really spoke Chinese, like with foreign people. I mean, it's also the first time I talked in Chinese because I used to learn Chinese before, but it's it's like just some simple words and it's not really helped me in like a real conversation. So I didn't say any Chinese in my life. So because of that event, I have known more about Chinese, and I also made more friends with Chinese people and Taiwanese people. And I felt really fun and proud of myself at that time because Chinese, unlike English, is a language that I mostly learned by myself, because I've told you that although I has learned Chinese before, it's just a short period, and then I decided to absent and learn Chinese by myself. And that's why I feel really proud of myself, and I feel like that event is the thing that I would never forget in my life. Describe an exciting activity you have tried for the first time. Well, when it comes to an exciting activity that I have tried for the first time, the first event that springs to my mind is when I first chosen by my teachers to join in the kindergarten group and perform in front of the whole school. Well, because at that time I didn't even understand what is dance like, and I just known that okay, I feel happy because I've been chosen for the activities that didn't understand what it is. And then when we have been like practiced, because that my teachers would like guide us how to dance like in the right form. So at first I just felt it really difficult because I think that at that moment the poses were quite hard to me. But when we finally performed and ended successfully, I just felt so proud of myself because I have spent so long efforts practicing. And yeah, when I saw smiles on people's faces, I felt like so I'm so overwhelmingly happy, and I can even understood the meaning of life and understood that life is so colorful and lovely. And I think that this event would be the most memorable memories that I would hold for the rest of my life. Well, when it comes to a book that I read and I found useful, the first name that springs to my mind is Sherlock Holmes.
That I read,
Sherlock Holmes was a present my mother gave me
first
in my
name
birthday,
that springs to
as
my
she
mind
knows
is
Sherlock
that
Holmes.
I'm a big fan
Actually,
of
I'm a big
detective
fan of
generals.
detective generals,
And
so
I was so
happy. I mean, overwhelmingly
of course
happy.
I would really
because
love it. And
Sherlock Holmes was the first
the
novel I've
reason
ever
why
had
I feel
in
it
my life
useful
at
is that
moment.
first of all,
And
I have spent
Sherlock Holmes
day and
was
night
a present
to immerse
that my
myself
mother
in it
gave me in my birthday. And then when I after
why?
reading
Because
it, I just
I feel,
realized that
um,
life ain't easy.
I felt
and people have different personality, and they can harm us. So I need to be careful with all of the things that I, interact in the way I interact with people, in the way I using words and else. That is the first reason that I found that this book is really useful. The second one is I can also learn the way Sherlock Holmes interacts and thinks so that I can apply in my real life cases. So it would somehow, help my life easier. And I think on top of that, it can also help me realize mom's love for me, so that I can appreciate it and I can maybe know how to behave well so that she would not be worried about me. And I think that reading Sherlock Holmes it's just like a kick off steps for me to have an easier life, and I really appreciate this present of my mom, and I think that I will never forget these lessons that the book taught me. Describe a toy you liked in your childhood. Well, when it comes to a toy that I liked in my childhood, the first name that springs to my mind is Legos. Because first of all, Lego was the first present my dad gave me, and I have played it with joy and passion. I think that I like Legos not only because it is my dad's present, but also because it helped me in express my creativity. Like, I can build everything I want without the guidance, so it somehow boosts my creativity. And it also helped me to, had more context to talk with my friends. And it make my study time easier, as Lego puts my I don't know, the way in thinking how to interact with the cases in lives. And Lego also helps my personality becomes more open. I don't know why. It's just like I think that it's because it helps me in express my creativity and emotion and feeling, so that I can feel I feel like I can fully express myself and my ability. And it also helped me enjoy my life better. And another reason, on top of that,
it also helps me to realize my dad's love for me. So I think that according to all of the reasons that I have gave to you, I think that I really love this present from my dad, and I would never forget this small present and all of the memories that I have um, experienced with it. Describe a time you waited for something special. When it comes to a time I waited for something special, the first event that springs to my mind is when I have a chance to go to Singapore. Well, because it was the first time I've ever go to a foreign place, so I was really excited and also had a high expectation on it. Um, as a result, I prepared lots of things and searched information about Singapore, and it also helped me learn a lot things about Singapore. Um, though it can be basic to others, but for me it's kind of new, which is, for example, let's say, opposite to other nations, Singapore drivers sit on the left side of the bus or cars, like just like in Australia. And some of others informations that I can't list all here. So yeah. And after sure that I have known all of the basic informations about Singapore, it's just the time to start. And I had time to know who will go with me in the trip, and also be trained again about basic informations before flight to Singapore. And when I finally fly to Singapore, and I mean the moment that the plane landed on this beautiful nation, everything was so different to my nation. Like it's not only have like I will say some skyscrapers that's like, some tall buildings, but it also have beautiful green landscape, and they blended like perfectly, like a beautiful harmony. And it's, for me it's so perfect and breathtaking. So that's the moment I realized that all my efforts that I waited were all worth that moment, and I've felt so happy. And I think that is the memories that I would never forget in my life.